This week's Parshat Pekudei concludes the construction of the tabernacle. It also concludes the whole Chumash, the whole book of Exodus of Shemot. The construction of the tabernacle is like the creation of the world. It says that the tabernacle is a miniature model of all of creation. There's a very beautiful phenomenon that reflects this observation. At the end of the parshah, it says, "Vayechal Moshe et hamelacha," that Moshe Rabbeinu completed all of the work of constructing the tabernacle. Most amazingly, that phrase, "Vayechal Moshe et hamelacha," equals exactly, its gematria equals exactly the very first word of the Torah, Breshit. We once learned that in every parashah there's a key phrase which is equal to Breshit, because Breshit, in the beginning, actually contains all of the purpose of creation. The reason that Hashem created the world is to construct for Him a dwelling place below. It contains all of our divine service of Hashem in this world, because to construct the tabernacle is not just a physical abode, but it is a spiritual tabernacle in one's heart, for Hashem to be able to dwell continually in the consciousness of our hearts. So it's most amazing that the concluding phrase, "Vayechal Moshe et hamelacha," that Moshe Rabbeinu completed all of the work, equals exactly Breshit. In Sefer Yetzirah, the Book of Formation, we learn that Na'utz Sofan b'tchilatan u'tchilatan b'sofan, the end is wedged into the beginning, and the beginning into the end. In the Chadodi that we sing before Shabbat, as Shabbat is entering, it says there, Sof ma'aseh b'machshavat tchila. The end of action was already present in the beginning of thought. In this way we can understand, and this is the way it's explained, that all purpose is contained within the very first word of the Torah, which is Breshit. And here is the most beautiful example of that. The Breshit, the purpose of creation, is that Moshe Rabbeinu was an all-inclusive soul of all the Jewish people, succeeds in constructing the tabernacle and completing all of the work. So that's looking at from Breshit to Vayechal Moshe et hamelacha in one direction. How the conclusion is already contained within the beginning, because Hashem foresees the purpose of creation. But it can also be understood in the opposite direction, how the beginning is included and wedged into the end. What does that mean? It means that at that very moment, after all the tremendous effort and devotion that went into the construction of the tabernacle, at the very moment of the conclusion, the consummation, Moshe Rabbeinu has an experience of revelation of Breshit, of in the beginning. A new world is now being created. As we said before, the tabernacle is a replica of all of creation. Now that's complete. We observe, we experience a new beginning. How does this also indicated in the continuation of the concluding passage of Shemot, of Exodus? It says, "V'lo yachol Moshe lavo Elohim ma'ed, ki yishachan alav ha'anan, u'chvod Hashem malei et hamishkan." That Moses was not able to enter the tent of the congregation, because the cloud of glory of Hashem resided and covered all of the tent, and the glory of Hashem filled the tabernacle, and so he was unable to enter. That word able or unable, the phrase v'lo yachol, is actually the same two-letter subroot as vayechal. But vayechal is the word that he completed all of the work. So it's it's called lashon ofel lashon. It's a comparison and a equation of words, of roots, of subroots of words. That the same word that means to complete also means ability, to be able to enter. And it says he wasn't able to enter. Why wasn't he able to enter? He just now, this very second, he completed, And at the moment that he completed, there was the cloud of glory covered the tabernacle. And because of that, he was unable to enter. He's just now before the beginning, before a new service, before creating a new world. When we complete creating one world, we have to then realize that that world is in order to create a new world. And every world is to create another world. It's an ongoing process, an unending process. And at the very beginning of the new world, I am unable, I've completed my previous world, and now at that very moment I'm unable, because of the glory, because of the light of the experience of the completion, at that moment I cannot enter yet the new. I'm in present before the new world, but the glory is so great that I can't at this very moment enter. I'm in a state of ein, of nothingness. And that very state of nothingness prepares Hashem calling me, which is the beginning of the next parashah, the next chumash, Vayikra el Moshe Dara. HaKadosh Baruch Hu calls Moses and says, now you can enter the new world and begin creating another world, and a better world, an extended world. Because this is our service on earth, to construct for Hashem a sanctuary, a tabernacle, but then to continue, first of all, at that very moment of completing one phase, the experience of Breshit, of in the beginning, appears. And at that first moment, I cannot enter the new tabernacle that I have just completed. And I have to wait for Hashem to call me to enter. And Hashem will presently, if I myself now am in a state of bitul, of true ayin, nothingness, and at that very moment, the next moment, Hashem will call me to enter and to speak with me and to begin the new service in the tabernacle that we have completed for